Hey guys, what's up? How are you all? I hope that everyone is cool and everyone should be profitable. Even before opening my chart, I know that everyone is profitable. At least for 25 handle, it has provided. It's my bid. Whatever, we'll see the price action. I was a little late today. I'm sorry for that, but wanna talk about the price action little bit about yesterday, then I'll come to the right price action over here. Before going everywhere, just let me know that you can hear me or not. I just need one time, by the way, I'll say everything because I just opened my chart. I need to say everything, but I believe that it has already provided me 25 and we'll see that. Okay. But before that, I would love to talk about this little bit. Remember this thing yesterday, that line? Let me actually make it a little bigger and let me put it like this way. It will be easier for me. So this is the dollar index for daily chart. This is the daily last fair value gap over here from the daily chart. This fair value gap. I told that I want to see that this market will reach here and trade at least to the low of this daily last fair value gap after taking that buy side liquidity. When I was in hourly chart, market was around here, around there. I told that I want to see it will go higher. It will close above this fair value gap. Then it will tap to the low. I mean tap to this gap again. Then it will reach higher, reach until at least until this low of that daily last fair value gap. You can see this candle closed, next candle open, tap to this gap, then went higher. If you go to lower time frame like maybe 5-minute chart, you will see it much more clear way. So here this is that same gap. Market has closed above this gap, come back again, tap to the top of this gap, perfect thing, reached until look at the bodies, how beautifully it has been respected the low of that daily last parallel gap. Okay, then it reverse or do all over the things. Okay, so from dollar index it was obvious to us and it has provided whatever I was needed from the dollar index. I got it. Right now I'm thinking about what market can do now. It has reached in a certain level. Until this level I could trade, but right now I have to wait to see what market would love to do. You guys can hear me, right? I'm little late, so I'm not reading your comment, but if you are not hearing me, either just mention me here or to the Discord, then I'll start from the beginning again. And let me come to this Nasdaq chart. So over here I would love to open one thing, and from the daily chart, I want to start from the daily chart. Okay, so this is the daily chart. Standard deviation from this low to that high, which is the week to week, minus 2 standard deviation. How precise thing do you need? Is that hindsight? Did Are we using this finishing line as a hindsight? No, sir. It was hindsight when I mean it was like prediction when I was showing you those levels. First body to body, then week to week. I clearly told minus 2 standard deviation, from body to body minus 2.5 standard deviation. Perfectly reached until minus 2 standard deviation. Nothing is random. Nothing is, like very, no, sometimes it happens. No, it's not like almost every time it happens. It support like this way. Reached until this area, made this parallel gap. I want to see how this gap is going to work. If market work with the lower portion of this gap, I will start to think about long-term bearishness. For this long-term bearishness, this all liquidity is my first intention to target, and then I will observe this gap, how this gap is going to work. If this gap is broken, then I will look for this sales and liquidity. I'm expecting long-term bearishness now. But if this candle or any of this candle before taking those liquidity work with the upper portion of this gap, I will be biasless for few days. Okay, so if it works with the upper portion, then I won't be thinking about the all-time high. I won't think about the fall. I will think nothing if the market work by body with the upper portion of this gap. But if it work with the lower portion of this gap, then I'll start to look for the long-term bearishness. So something like that. The body should be here. Here, no more trade for me for until the next situation. Right now, market is trading the last fair value gap from the daily chart. As you can see, this is the last fair value gap from the daily chart. It is holding the price perfectly. Bodies, look at the bodies. They are respecting this level perfectly. When market came here until this area, it has made relatively equal lows. This low and that low. They are now relatively equal lows. I'm believing that this last fair value gap reaction will send the price little higher, lower portion of this gap, then market will start to fall again. First for this liquidity, I'm not marking it right now, but later I'll mark it. Okay, when market will start to reverse, it will go for that. But today my intention is market will work with the lower portion of this gap, at least lower portion of this gap. Then I will start to think about fall, or if it keep going higher and work with this, I will be biasless. From the daily chart, that's all. Let's go to the hourly chart. So this is the hourly chart. Yesterday I clearly told that I want to see market will. It was very clear. Okay, no need to get confused. This is that hourly entry gap. You can see here. This is that last gap. This is the hourly entry gap. I told that I want to see market will work with the 50% of that hourly gap. Then market will fall. At least work with the 50% of that week from 15-minute chart, not from hourly chart. I was interested to look for the 15-minute week 50%. When I will be in 15-minute chart, you will see clearly over there. From the hourly chart, all you can see this low and that low, they are the relatively equal lows. Market has made that relatively or obvious liquidity, made strongest liquidity by that fall. It is leaving this liquidity. It will work with the upper portion little bit, then it will fall again. For this sell side liquidity, I have this sell side liquidity here, which is a shallow run, and it's an obvious liquidity. And finally I have this clean liquidity here above this extreme liquidity. I'm not thinking about this liquidity, but I'm also seeing all of this liquidity. So it's in my market, I mean in my chart, I'm looking for them. Can market go for those liquidity or not? Remember, everything will be applicable if and only if market doesn't close above the 50% of this gap. So if the nobody close above the high, sorry, above the constant encroachment, I'll start to look for sell. Guys, whoever is interested about trading, your trading should be done until now, because I have seen so far, I have seen the price action. It was so beautiful. So your trading should be done already. I'm going little from the beginning, because this is important in my opinion. You have to plan first, then you have to wait that to see that market is working with your plan or not. If market work with your plan, then you will execute your trade when time is good, or your model will appear on the chart. So without plan, I'm not interested to trade. Okay, so yeah, that's all. So from the daily chart, if this thing happen, then I will start to think about the sell. If market close above the constant encroachment, I will do nothing until perfect body close above this parabolic gap. If the perfect body close happen above this parabolic gap, I'll start to think about the all-time high, and then I'll go for the another, like say low, high, lower low. So another leg, I will get another leg for my standard deviation project. Until this leg, there was no projection leg except this leg. So I had only opportunity to mark the projection or the something very random, right? Very random. Week to week, minus 2 standard, minus 1 standard. This two level is extremely important. Market can reverse any of this level. From body to body, minus 1.5, minus 2.5. As market went through minus 1.5, when I'm using body to body, so I had to go week to week. I went week to week, believed minus 2 standard deviation is the strongest level that can make the reversal. Sir, this is not random. Learn it. You can find more precision, but I believe that the way I'm showing you, it's awesome. Now it's not similar like ICT himself, because I used to use ICT's way, but later I find out this is much more precise, and the proof is in front of you. You wanna use it or not? In every time frame, I can prove it, that how precise that on. I have already proved it already. I mean this thing and the previous high also, that high also I proved how perfect they are. So it's up to you, sir, if you wanna use it or not. So this is 15-minute chart, and this is yesterday's price action. I told that if market close above this 15-minute fair value gap, I will start to look for buy until this area. So all of this area will be my target if and only if this is broken. Until this is not broken, I'm talking about yesterday, not today. Until this is not broken, I can't look for buy run. I'm only interested to look for sell. And if you remember, we got one losing trade. The first entry was the losing trade, then one after another winning trade, only winning trade. I was looking for rich and poor same because he was saying that, I mean, stop loss boom. So that's why I went like two, three trade one after another. Whatever. My intention was to see yesterday. I clearly told that I'm only interested to look for sell. My first target is this sell side liquidity, which is actually this area. So from 1 minute chart, there is clean lows over here. That was my first target. Then my second target or the extreme target is the 50% of that week. That week 50%. If and only if market can go through this, then I will look for that low. Otherwise, until that 50% of that week, I'm interested to look for sell. In the meantime, if dollar index tap to the daily last fair value gap, don't touch that market. You will see that when market came here, dollar index has touched that daily fair value gap low here. Okay, when market tapped over here yesterday, I wasn't here, I was outside actually. But when it came here, dollar index tapped to the daily last fair value gap. All this area, I will have nothing to do. No buy is valid when market is below this new day opening gap. No sell is valid when market is above this new day opening gap. Finally, market closed here, and that one candle before closing, market just kept that trade that 50% of that week. So I will have no opportunity to trade around the PM session. Though my bias was bearish, I was helpless to trade in this area. Now it's up to you. If you got the winning trade, perfect. Your congratulations. If you didn't get it, sorry. I hope that better times will come. This is today's nude opening gap over here. This is the closing of that yesterday's candle. This is the opening of this. Yes, I mean today's candle. Okay, this is the new open nude opening gap above this nude opening gap. So I have two nude opening gap over here. When market is here, no sell is valid. I'm only interested to look for buy until market is above this new opening gap. If market close below this new opening gap, then I'll start to look for sell. I'm only interested to see market will reach here, not interested to see market will fall. Why is that? As I told you or showed you how I'm coming here from the daily chart, what do you see? Market left that gap here. So I want to see that market will work with the lower portion of this gap, then it will fall. So if it would love to go here from the daily chart, from the 15-minute chart, what should be your expectation? Market will fall? 100% no. You should keep looking for buying opportunity because from the daily chart, market is reaching for that fair value gap, which is around this area. So if you go to your chart, you will see market is that 50% of that gap is around this area. So my intention to see, can market reach for this gap today? All of this area, when market came here around this area or that candle appeared on the chart, this candle appeared on the chart, then until this candle I will have nothing to do. When this candle closed here, now I am interested to look for a buy. Can market go higher? Can it go through this fair value gap, which is from 15-minute chart? 15-minute chart, can it go through that and reach until this area? Now this is the gap I'm going to remove from the hourly chart. Just I marked it because to show you, okay, this is that hourly gap. The 50% of that gap is just situated above this 15-minute last fair or 15-minute anti fair the first fair gap actually. So I'm going to remove it. This is that daily. See this dark gap, all of this dark gap. This is that daily bearish gap. Okay, look at the 50%. The 50% is aligned with the nude opening gap high. So in this nude opening gap, the high is aligned with the daily bearish fair value gap. I'm talking about this gap. If you are confused, let me show you one more time. This is that daily chart and this is that gap. Okay, look at this gap. This candle low, that candle high. This is that gap. So when I'm in 15-minute chart, sorry, not 15-minute, 1-minute chart. Okay, so when I'm in 1-minute chart, this big, sorry, this big gap is that daily gap. So Okay, so I'm interested to see that nobody is going to close above this 50% of that gap. So I don't need this gap because I know that daily bearish gap low is actually this gap from 15-minute chart. This is that gap which is the daily bearish gap low, and the 50% is here. So all I want to see, market will work in this range before falling again. Market will work in this range before falling again. So my interest today to see, can it come to this area, this portion of this gap. Do you understand how I'm coming in this area? Now market will come here for what? What do I have here? Now, from 1 minute chart, or if you go to a higher time frame little bit, there is some kind of buy side liquidity. This side, that high, they're relatively equal highs. This, that relatively equal highs. All of these relatively equal highs, you can mark them for your buy side liquidity until market doesn't reach around this area. You can go for that. From 15-minute chart, I want to ask you a question. Yesterday, one of my brother asked me, this is an inverse gap. Yeah, it's true. That was an inverse gap. That is true. Okay, that was the inverse gap. Market tap here, it could keep going higher. Now I'm not interested about this inverse bullish gap. The reason was my bias was bearish yesterday, so love to use the inverse gap according to my direction. So I'm going to remove it. Instead of this gap, I want to show you this gap. Anybody can tell me what is this gap? Anybody can tell me what is this gap? My bias is bearish. I'm predicting that market will take these lows. Okay, at least these lows will be taken, which is relatively equal lows. I was predicting that market is going to take that liquidity. Can anyone tell me what is this gap? These two black line. How can I use these two black line? No, Aditya, it's not the reclaimed gap. No, it's not the first gap. Yeah, absolutely, SK. That's the inverse gap. That's my perfect inverse gap. Look, highest fair value gap. I'm looking for bearishness. Highest fair value gap. Look at the bodies, how beautifully it has respected this gap. Now, I am not going to mark this one as my inverse gap. If I mark this one as my inverse gap, look how beautifully it is comparing with that gap. How beautifully it has been respected here. Okay, I could show you this, that this is my inverse gap. Market tap to this gap, went higher, take that liquidity. This is not my inverse gap. I'm not interested to mark for the inverse gap here. I would love to look for the highest gap. Highest gap. If I'm looking for bearish inverse gap, I need the highest bullish gap, which is market is going to respect. I clearly explained it. Tap to this gap, went higher, take that liquidity, trade that 15-minute specific gap, broke lower. Look, boom, came until this area. When it reached here, dollar index has done its job, started to do weird uh, attitude or something like that. Okay, I don't know how to say, but it was absolutely weird. I tried like by my phone 2 or 3 times, I got stripped out. To be honest, it was like so weird over here for me. Actually, maybe some of you got perfect entry or everything, I don't know, but yeah, it was difficult for me. So around this area, market left that liquidity, not interested to look for buy, but remember this area is my interest to see. Market will go over here. Let's talk about the 930, how it has worked over there. So this is the price action around 930. So let me actually mark the opening gap as well. Mm, that is the opening gap. Okay. So this is the closing of yesterday, and this is the 930 open. This is the 930 open here. Going to back to electronic trading hour. So this is the opening gap around this area. Okay. Now 930 is here. This is that 930. So I'm watching the fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value. Finally, I got this fair value gap. Okay. This is my fair value gap. I don't care about anything in this chart. In my chart, it's just candle and this gap, nothing. This candle made this gap as a valid inverse gap. Sorry, a first presented gap. Market went until this area. I don't know my direction. I don't know my bias. I know nothing. For the first time, market tapped to this first presented gap. I want to take a buy from there. my stop loss should be below this candle which has made this gap. Now I'm not able to put it here because of 39 handle stop loss, so I can keep it here around this area here. Okay, just below that gap, still it is 29 handles, so I have to go for around this area. I'm telling what I would do. This is my entry over here, that could be my entry over here. Unfortunately, if I go for this trade, the same similar situation like yesterday, if I go for this trade, what can happen? It can simply come until the low, so it's risky because it can simply trade and then come until this low, then can go higher. There is two possibilities: it will tap to this high and then will go higher, or it will reach until this low. Too risky. I have another opportunity. I will take the entry here to the top, and I will just cover the 50% or maybe a little lower of that 50%, okay, until 20 handle. I will take another risk here. So here is one possibility. What is that? I'm not going to miss the trade, that's for sure. I'm not going to miss it. But if it reach until the low or maybe until this area, I'll get stopped out and I'll try to take re-entry. Over there, I'll try to take re-entry. I prefer to go with this one. If I think that okay, it's not worthy to go for this trade, I'm not going to push the button. It's up to you how you are going to take the risk in this first presented gap. I want to use it from the top to, if I can cover at least the 50%, I'll go for this one. I'll take a risk. If I get stopped out, I'm happy. My target is 25 handle. That is my target. I don't care about how much it has provided me. I would love to go until 25 handle. In the meantime, I prefer either to take a partial around 20 handle, or maybe it put to the stop loss to the break even, because sometimes it provided me 21 22 handle, then it reverse. So according to Jack, I really loved his idea. That's why I keep repeating his this thing. He told that like around 20 handle, take a partial, put your stop loss. It's the best idea. But I prefer to go until 25 handle. In between, maybe you will be able to take a partial around 20 handle, put your stop loss to the break even, and then let's see if it can give you at least 25 handle or not. Market tapped to the top of this first presented gap, provided me 25 handle. What else do you need? Then market breached, fall lower, take all of this liquidity, left that relatively equal lows, break that first presented gap, use this first presented gap, boom, market went higher, reached until this area. Not interested to look for buy yet, to see that can it fall one more time to take those liquidity before going higher. I'm only interested to look for buy here because market is above this new day opening gap. If I want to look for a sell, I have to wait until 15-minute gap candle close below all of this range. So from here to here, all of this range, if 15-minute candle can close below this range, then I will start to think about sell, which I'm not interested to look for. Instead, I would love to see that market will reach for this area at least until this gap. So that's all I want to see. But I believe that your trade is done by this small move. That small move, it is done. Anybody took this entry, at least I told Outlander to go for just one micro contract for this first presented gap, just one micro contract to build the confidence and to count how many times it is going to provide you the handle. Okay, the expectation it is going to providing you. So please, I hope that you got the point. I don't care about this market anymore until the liquidity is not taken. So I want to see it will take the liquidity. Then if it provide me some kind of buy run, I'll try to catch that buy. Otherwise, I'm not interested to trade over here at all. Okay. Anybody has any question? This is that opening gap, by the way. The opening gap has been completely closed over here. So I don't need that on it anymore. If you ask me, could I go for those buys? No, sir. I wouldn't be able to take any of this entry. Nothing. If you ask me, nothing. For example, I was in front of the chart. I won't be able to took any kind of buy. So all of this move, I will miss everything. I have nothing to do over here, and I have no opportunity. I don't see any opportunity here to look for the buy or look for the sell or nothing. Okay, until now, I see nothing. I did it. I took it. Thank you, Outlander. Yeah, brother, just use one micro contract, build your confidence, and then see, okay, how many times it is going to provide you the winning trade. Definitely one over trading, who I said a contract similar to our teacher. What is that? I don't know. I took that last option, stop loss below, and 75% of that was presented fair value gap. Yeah, Ketan, I prefer that one. I mean, there is one possibility that I'm not going to miss the trade. But if I go for this one, there is two possibility. Either I will miss the trade, or maybe market will be overzealous and stop me out because it will go at least until the low of the candle has made this first presented gap value. So I prefer this option. If I would love to take a risk, I prefer that risk. Either way, both of the area I will have the same risk, 20 handle loss. So I will take more, you know, more opportunity to miss the trade. I don't want to do that. So I would love to go for this one. So this market is bullish. I don't care. I'm not interested to take entry over here until market doesn't take the liquidity. Liquidity is taken a little bit here. By the way, just let it go. It should. I am expecting it will reach here at least. Okay, so at least in this area market will reach. That is my intention to see. Then we'll see if it can go through this area and over here. No, I'm not interested to chase it as it is going higher. The way it is going higher, I'm not interested to chase it. Which SMT you are talking about, Outlander? Yes, sir. I'm looking for buy only. I told that I'm looking for buy only. I from the beginning, DB, to miss all everything. Okay, from the beginning, I keep talking about the buy only. I'm only interested to look for buy. No sell valid for me today. I'm only interested to look for buy. I will look for sell if and only if market can close below this two new day opening gap. Then maybe I'll start to look for sell. Otherwise, I'm not interested to look for sell. I'm only interested to look for buy, and my intention is market will reach any of this level. So from this top of this new day opening gap to the top of this 15-minute fair value gap, any of this level market will reach today, and then it will start to consolidate and close around that area. That is my intention to see. Current candle 15-minute. Where you were saying seeing the SMT, brother? I don't see any SMT from 15-minute chart. I'm looking for only buy. So if you are thinking about bullish SMT, then market will fall. I'm not agree with you, and I'm not going to go for that. I'm only interested to look for buy. So if you see any kind of lower SMT, it's okay. It's good. I appreciate that. But higher SMT, no. I'm willing to see that market will take that high. It will keep going higher, and it will reach around any of this level. I don't know exactly where it will stop, but I want to see it will stop in between this area. In between this area. Here in between that area market is going to stop today. I'm not predicting the close, but this is my intention to see that market will reach over there. Yeah, if they take the high, I am okay with that. I'm only interested to look for buy, so it will keep taking the highs. That's my intention. If you see any kind of SMT here, as I can see here, this low has been taken here by even in Nasdaq, even S&P failed to take. I really don't know who is stronger today, but there kind of SMT over here so far. In general, there is an SMT. I'm not interested to look for the buy here yet. I would love to see if market can take this liquidity before going higher again. If that happens, I'll predict, or I'll try to enter into the market. If doesn't happen, I'm not interested. If you ask me, this whole morning session I didn't see any trade until now. I don't see any trade until now, at least not from 1 minute chart. Yep, from 2 minute chart there was a possibility to trade here. There was a possibility to trade from there from 2 minute chart, but as the volatility is huge and I don't see the 2 minute chart that much, so I will miss everything. Whatever, this whole run I will miss everything. But my belief, this market will reach in this level. So this black box, let me actually make it what kind of this color? No. Mm, okay, make it like this color. I wanna see it will reach in this range. Hey AFX, thanks for that penguin man. Just like it closed above new opening gap, isn't it enough for us to find setup? If it is like, brother, it is a concept, okay? I'm looking for buy, and market closed from 15 minute chart above the new day opening gap. So when it has closed above the new day opening gap, I'm not able to look for sell. For example, I'm looking for sell. I am not able to look for sell anymore because market has closed above this new day opening gap. I should switch my bias. When my higher time frame bias is bullish and market has closed above this new day opening gap, above that new day opening gap from 15 minute chart, it's supporting my idea. I'm overconfident now that market is reaching for this area. Where exactly I don't know. I'm overconfident now. Do you get my point? I'm not interested to buy yet. I will. I would love to wait for some kind of manipulation first. Then I'll look for expansion. It's marking it randomly. I'm not going like so precisely. Just randomly, I marked it as my buy side liquidity over here. So let's see if it can fall and take those liquidity before going higher again. In my playlist, there is new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I don't remember, brother. But so far I remember, I didn't make any video according new day opening gap, new week opening gap because I have nothing to talk over here. New day opening gap, how to mark it? You have to just mark it, and then you have to wait how the 15-minute candle is going to close. That's all. So I don't need anything else for new day opening gap, new week opening gap. So what can I talk inside that video if I want to make a video about new day opening gap or new day opening gap? It's a very simple thing. Just mark the new day opening gap, new week opening gap, and observe that new day opening gap, new week opening gap from 15-minute chart. If the body close, 15-minute body close above the new week opening gap, start looking for buy. If the body close below the new week or new day opening gap, start looking for sell. That's all. It's new week opening gap, new day opening gap. They have used to determine your bias. If you are looking for buy, then this new day opening gap and new week opening gap, they will help you think that your bias is right or not. As I'm looking for buy, I saw market has closed above this way. I mean this area, above that new day opening gap high. So I'll start to look for a buy from this area. If everything is aligned with my idea, then I'll start to look for a buy. NQ took the high also. Yeah, If you are a huge drawdown in prop, what should you do? I'll just gamble. If I'm in huge drawdown, I'll just gamble. For example, my maximum drawdown is $2,000. Okay, for example, but I'm now in $1,500 drawdown. Now I'm not saying please do that, but I would go for the gamble. I'll try to take one perfect entry by the extreme leverage, covering my stop loss. I'll go for that one trade. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, I'll just blow that account. I want to observe these candles. Can they stop the price and send it higher to take that buy side liquidity? So from there, from here, stop loss should be there. Oh, still it's 27 handle, 25 handle. So I'm not able to put it there here until this buy side liquidity. It seems like a very small run, but looks it's 33 handle. So I wanna see this will work or not. Should I go for that? Yeah, I'll go for that. Little chasing price, but still a possibility. Brother, please explain why you not able to take any buy after 9:30 because it tapped into 15-minute fair value gap. There was no price action, brother. There was no setup. There was no nothing. Like right now, I have nothing. I'm forcing the market. I'm just trying to catch this run from order block to this buy side liquidity. It's not a setup. Setup could happen like if this candle could take all the liquidity, then closed again above this nude opening gap, then the setup will create over here. Like here it's chasing price, absolutely perfectly chasing price. Took a risk here, 20 handle risk from the order block to see if it can provide me the buy side liquidity. I want to take it. It's highly risky entry. This is not trading. This is called chasing the price, forcing the market to give you an entry. Same thing happened all of this area. I'm not able to look for any kind of buy here, no buying opportunity. The way it came here, left that liquidity open there, then closed above this first presented gap. No perfect entry here around this area. Look over here, no fair value gap, nothing over there. So I can't look for any kind of entries over here. Then market went here, closed there. See this area, made the order block, trade that order block, went higher. This same situation, I'm predicting it is going to happen here. This same situation, which is called the history retell things. I'm observing this order block. See this order block, which has created this gap. I'm seeing this same order block here. The lowest, this consecutive order block is going to work the same way it worked here, around this area. Same thing I'm expecting that market will provide me there. I'll take a partial around 20 handle because I'm not sure that it is going to work or not. So I'll take a partial around 20 handle. Why is the 20 handle? Let me check. So it has already provided me 20 handle, but yeah, let's see if it can come here and take me with it or not. Then I'll hold it until this area, maybe one tick above that one. So give me the partial, put my stop loss to the break even. Now I wanna see if it can provide me the extreme profit 35 handle or not. It's not a setup, it's just chasing price. I was chasing this price, but the confidence I got from here when I saw this price action, history repeated things. Look how it worked here. Market didn't take the liquidity or nothing. Instead, it keep going higher, made this small consolidation around this area. Order block, trade that order block, went higher. Make this little consolidation here. The same thing happened there around this area. Market keep going higher. Market keep going higher. Give me some kind of retracement from the first gap which happened here. For us that here with that first gap, see this first gap, tap to this first gap, made the order block, trade that order block, went higher. I wanted to see the same thing around this area, trade that first parallel gap or the first parallel gap, whatever it you say. This is that order block, consecutive order block. If you mark this one, you are wrong. You should not mark that one. That should be your consecutive order block. So that's why my entry was there until this area. That was the extreme buy side liquidity. Remember, I just marked it randomly. The high just didn't mark it close way. So that was the buy side liquidity and provided me the buy side liquidity from that order block. I'm happy with that. Thank you, Netkit, for that boom, man. This is the website, brother. This is the website. If you come to this website and from here to this future market, and this future market, you'll find the contract CNQZ, and now I'm using NQH. The volume for NQH is now 435k. The open interest is to 237k. So the volume and the open interest both are higher here. So I'm using this one until its highest. I would love to keep using this one. Okay. So I just post the link to the comment box. So if anyone interested, please uh, you can check it. Okay. Now it's a very small run, I know, but it's still that is 35 handle. It's not bad. Okay. Took a partial around 22 handle and hold it 35 handle. I believe that it will come until this low. So his same history repeated things. The way it has been repeated and keep going higher, I believe that it will keep going higher and it will reach at least for this fair value gap top to the top. I believe that it will go over here. But let's see if it can reach higher or not. Before that, if it can put us in give us any opportunity. Okay. No, Katie Khan, it's not happening. Okay, it's actually our the it's our fault, brother. If you say that you are unlucky, it's not true. You are not unlucky. You did something wrong. Let me explain it. But before that, I wanna mark that propulsion block. Market came here to trade this propulsion block. After trading this propulsion block, it is keep going higher. I want to see an unfilled gap there above around this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity? I want to see a gap around this buy side liquidity. So if I have this gap, I want to see it will be unfilled. and then it will keep going higher at least to the low, sorry, to the top of this 15-minute gap. Until to the top of this gap, I want to see it will keep going higher. It's my interest, and I will adjust this unfilled gap after this candle close. So it can simply reverse little bit, so I will just adjust this gap. If it doesn't fill 100%, I believe that it will reach to the top of this 15-minute gap, at least to the top, and then we will see how far it can reach. My intention to see until the top of this new opening gap, market will be bullish, and then maybe it will be bearish again, or we'll see after that. Okay. Oh, Katie Khan, I'm coming to you. For example, you told that the day you take 2 to 3 losses, then next day you got you saw that market was too beautiful. Some days are bad, some days are good. That's why we say every day is not for trading. If you would love to trade every day, you are following some misconcept. You can't trade every day. But we don't know which day is good, which days are bad. We don't know. Nobody knows that. So we have to predict that today is gonna be beautiful day, tomorrow is gonna be weird day. Like if you remember in Monday, sorry, in Tuesday, I told that's gonna be like little difficult to trade, and it's gonna be like inside day candle. Remember Tuesday, how bad the price action was? Very bad. So you have to predict it, and I'm keep explaining how you should predict that on. In a bad day, if you do over leveraged and if you do over trade, you are going to blow your account. So that's why I keep saying don't over leverage, don't over trade. Just avoid this habit. Nobody is going to stop you from being profitable trader. Trust me, man. All you have to do is you have to stop over trading, over leveraging. I took this buy and I got stopped out here. Okay, I took that buy, got stopped out for 20 handle. Then I find out another opportunity to take the buy. Am I going to take, instead of four, two contract or one contract, or whatever you are using, am I going to increase that contract size? 100% no. I will try one more time. Maybe this time I got stopped out. I'm done for the day. I'm not trading anymore this day. I will come tomorrow so that I can capture that opportunity by tomorrow. I will say today's price action is bad. Maybe today's price action is good after stopping me out 2 times. Then it started to act in a good way. I don't care. I have already violated my extreme losing trade. Think it like in a different way. Some prop firm, when you are doing the eval, they give you some kind of 50% consistency. That means you can't take more than 50% profit. I mean, more than the profit which is allowed you to take more than, how to say this one? Like your target is $3,000. That's your profit target. So you can't take more than $1,500 profit in one day, right? So if you take $1,600, they're going to increase your maximum target. So you know that I can't go more than $1,500. Maybe you took one trade and that trade has provided you $1,500. You will have no other opportunity, right? Because it's a rule. Now, prop firm will never give you this rule that you are not allowed to trade more than two times, because if you follow that rules, they know that you are going to pass this account. But make that rules for you. If my maximum loss in one day may be $300. Just for example, $300 is going to be my maximum loss in one day. If I violate that 300 loss, I'm not able to trade in this market anymore. Write it down in the paper by your pen, then trade. And write it down all together, like I am not going to trade more than $500. If I get $500 profit by one trade, I'm done for the day. If it takes 5 trade, I'll go for that 5 trades. Whatever it will take, I'll go for that $500 maximum profit by one day. In the meantime, if I get like 300, $200, I'm done. One winning trade, I'm done. Write it down like this way. Keep following them. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody. Just you have to follow those rules. That's all. Done chasing the price. Thank you, T2. You're most welcome, Jamie. You're chasing the price. How about your profit and loss? Let me know, Jamie. Are you profitable, or did you get some drawdown? I just entered on this 1 minute travel gap aiming for 21,700. I think you are late. I think you are late, brother, because market has already taken the extreme liquidity here. I don't see any other liquidity so far. And then it has traded this area, this high. This high is, yeah, this is shallow run. I think you are late, but I wish you will get your profit at least until the low of this 50-minute last parallel gap. I hope, okay, because I wanna see this will be unfilled, but it can simply fill it, come back again any of this parallel gap. But I wish it will go higher because it's already late. When the liquidity has been taken, enter into this market is kind of uh, it's difficult. Okay, it's my opinion. Please don't close your trade. If you feel like confident, hold it. But if you ask me, no, I'm not interested to enter into this market above the liquidity. Now it's in deep premium. Here it was in discount. Now it is in premium because the liquidity has been taken. So that was the liquidity, it's been taken. So it's little premium. So yeah. So that's why I'm not feeling confident to go for the trade from this gap. Tito, I used one mini done. Is it oh profit? That's cool. That's cool, Jamie. Congratulations, brother. I'm fine, Audrey. How are you, brother? This habit needs a lot of paper trade. I want to buy another crop in February because I want to practice January, but MFF will increase their price. Yes, MFF is going to increase their price. You can do one thing. You can buy one account and then don't enter into the market. So don't open any trade. If you don't open any trade, they're not going to start counting. So it will be like intake until February, something like that. So you can do that if you want. If you want that cheap price, that's all, brother. Yeah, if you ask me about that, so let me actually talk about the things. Take profit trader. So far, it's really a good opportunity right now. If you are interested about take profit trader, where you will get 40% discount if you use the code T2 Wizard, you will get 40% discount. Okay, and it's obviously until 31st December. If you can request for the first payout, they will give you back the challenge fee. So it's gonna be like $0, $0 for 50K account. You don't have to pay any kind of activation fees. It's just like that. Okay? So, and yeah, their payout is too fast. Make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. Same thing for my funded futures, no activation fees, and you will get 50K account by $80 until 31st of December. Then they will increase the price for 50K account. Okay, so make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard and you have secured some account, my funded futures account. If you feel like confident, then if anyone is interested about direct sim funded, then Tradify can be one of the best opportunity. If you want, if you use the code T2 Wizard, you will get 35% discount for the straight to funded account. No able, nothing. So you will get 35% discount in Tradify. You will get the link on the description. So please make sure that you have used the link. Please, it will be helpful for our channel. That's cool. By the way, brother, you are lucky. I guess you have got your. I mean, you are not lucky actually. Your prediction was perfect, and it is actually reaching for that line. See, this small portion of this gap is still open. I wanted to see it will be unfilled. So this small portion of this gap is unfilled. Here, this portion market didn't fill. It's a sign that market is going higher. Extremely, it is going higher. Okay, this is that sign. That unfilled area is the sign that market is extremely bullish and it is reaching for some certain level, something like that. But I wish it will be a good trade. Guys, don't forget to push the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are new. So 43 likes, 125 people are watching. Make sure that you have pushed more likes, please. It's for free and this is all I am asking from you. Just the likes, nothing else. And it's 100% free. Trust me, you don't need to pay anything to push the like button. If you ask me any of this area, I won't be able to trade. Nothing. I will do nothing here. Now you can say, brother, this big run you are going to miss. Yes, I'm going to miss because market didn't provide me any entry opportunity here. This is a perfectly chasing price. To be honest, this is the chasing price. I just saw historical things as I explained. This area and that area, they're the same area. Okay, this and that, they are the same area. So I was expecting that market will trade that order block before taking that buy side liquidity. So I'm happy with this buy side liquidity. I took a partial around 20 handle and my target was this 32 or 30. How much was that? 32 handle, 33, 34 handle. I don't remember. But if you don't want to close it here, instead would love to hold it, then you can hold it to the top of this fair value gap. I don't like it actually because if I take an entry here in order block until this area is near about 75 and I don't like those type of runner. I'll take my entry here in this order block and until the buy side liquidity 34 handle, perfect. I'm happy with that small profit and I believe that that's more than enough for you to be profitable. But it's up to you. Because I told you where market is going for. I have already clearly told you that where market is reaching for and why it is reaching for. This is important. Why market is reaching for there? What is the reason for reaching over there? That is the important part. Okay, so focus over there. Entry is just a part of this game and the easiest part of this game, but rest of the things, why it is reaching over there, how it is reaching over there, how did I know that yesterday market is going to fall? How did I know that? At least until the 50% of that week from 15-minute chart, which is actually here around this area. How did I know that market is reaching for at least until the 50% of that week? Then I will see if the week 50% is broken, market will keep falling and it will take that low. That is different matter. And as you can see yesterday, market never closed below the 50% of that week, or market actually respected the 50% of that 15-minute week. Okay, 15-minute week. It has respected that. Then new day open, I mean new day around 6 open, then market trade below, keep falling until this area, then market keep going higher, provided us 25 handle here, from there to there 25 handle from the first presented gap, your trading is done. You are done for the day. Some very specific, very easy way to get that profit. How easy things do you need more? Sometimes it will not work. I agree with you, brother. Sometimes it won't work. But for sometimes, if you leave this concept to let it go, you will miss a lot of things, brother. Trust me. So please observe this thing. I told you that I'm gonna make the history. This is my history. Something very easy. This trading will be absolutely perfect for you. So this hold the price, brother. I really forgot the name. The guy who actually took the entry. I believe that he is already profitable because if he closed the trade here, he has got 29 handle. Even if he closed it here, but I believe that it will reach at least to the top of this gap. To the top of this gap, it will reach at least. Then we'll see if it can go little higher or not. So even if from there to until the top, okay, this top 50 handle. I'm not saying that it will reach over here, but I believe that it will reach at least to the top, and then this whole area is my interest to see. This whole box is my interest. Market will trade. Okay, there you go to the top, which is actually the anti-favorable gap 50% from the hourly chart. Until this area, I'm cool. Then market is keep going higher. No worries. The same thing happened here, here, and here. Same thing. Just here I got little retracement. Here I didn't have any retracement. Boom. Thank you guys for being over here, and I believe that you got something. After 11:30, I'm not interested to trade anymore until the PM session. I'm little busy. I'm not sure yet. Around the PM session, I'll be here or not because I'm trying to join in a driving class. So I went to that driving class around the morning session today. I mean, not the it didn't start yet. I went there to talk with them. Okay, so they told me they will call me. Now, if they call me around the PM session, I have to go back again. Absolutely, absolutely, brother. Katie Khan, that is easiest things. Okay, this if you're asking about this purple zone, it's nothing. Okay, I just told that today market will come until this purple zone, and then it will like do this type of consolidation or little retracement, whatever it is. It will trade this purple zone. I don't want to see it will trade outside of this purple zone. That means it will go through this. No, I don't want to see that, because this high is of that purple zone. High is the daily bearish fabric of 50%. This is the daily bearish fair value gap 50%. This is the daily fair value gap open. The low of this gap is the, or to the top, I guess. To the top of this gap is the daily bearish fair value gap open, and this is the 50%. So I wanna see market will work with this lower portion of this daily bearish fair value gap. So this is that zone. I wanna see market will work in this zone. It is not going higher of that zone. Then it will fall again, and it will go for this sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, and finally that sell side liquidity. So that is my intention to see. Today I was bullish until this top of this 50-minute bullish fair value gap. It reached over here. I'm not interested to look for any kind of bull run. I need the retracement now. Okay. Man, I know how to drive, but I never drive in Europe actually. So I need to take some classes first. Then I will apply for the. I mean, I will try to buy a car here. But it depends if I stay here, because I my mind is not good. It's feeling like homesick. I'm feeling like I have to go back to my family again, to my mother again actually. So yeah, it's going all time high. We'll see that, brother. Are you sure, Ninad? It's going for all time high. If you are sure, then we all are going to push the buy button, and we will close our trade around all time high. What do you say? Keep little patient, okay? Don't predict that all time high so soon. The way I have explained this price action, please try to focus over here. As you can see that most of the time my direction is too quiet, too right, too right, too right. It's like overzealous something. Like how can this guy is almost every time like right? Okay. So make sure that you are trying to learn the price action. If you already know it and you are here fun, it's okay then. I mean, we are doing fun. But any of you are starting to learn this price action, don't pay your attention anywhere else. The things I'm showing you, except that. The things I'm showing you, except that, don't focus anywhere else. If you are here to learn, but if you're already an expert, obviously we are doing fun. All I mean that if you are not profitable, then focus what I'm saying. But if you are already profitable, don't give a shit to me. Not today, brother. Yeah, I also think like it's not possible by today. And as I told, I will look for this 15, I mean daily bearish fair value gap. If market can break the 50%, of that daily bearish parallel gap, then I will think about that all-time high. Until now, I'm looking for reversal. So it came here to this bearish parallel gap. It will fall again. That is my intention to see. This last parallel gap is holding the price from the daily chart. You can see clearly it is holding the price. Can it go through this bearish parallel gap and reach for that all-time high, which has been rejected from -2 standard deviation? A perfect level for the reversal. Can it fall? I believe that it will fall. But for getting that confirmation, all I need to see, body didn't close above the 50% of that daily bearish parallel gap. Okay? I don't want to see it's going to close above the 50% of that bearish parallel gap. Then it will fall again and it will take the liquidity. But if it can go through this this gap, then 100% it can take the all-time high, and then we'll start to predict next standard deviation. Until then, I'm not interested to look for all-time high. Even now, I'm not interested to look for buy anymore. I'm only interested to see that market will fall. Dogukan, uh, to be honest, brother, this market doesn't provide any entry opportunity. From the beginning here, from the beginning to until now, this market didn't provide us any kind of entry opportunity. I didn't see any entry opportunity until now, which is called the perfect entry opportunity. Until now, this whole morning session, I don't see any kind of entry opportunity over here. Nothing. This is absolutely chasing price. 100% this is chasing price. I don't prefer this entry to nobody. Please don't go for these things. I just saw history repeatal things, took that to 20 handle risk. That's all. And it worked perfectly. I'm lucky. But I was chasing the price. So try to understand what is the differences between chasing price and the things, okay? I will do the giveaway again if when I'll get 10K subscriber. So far my subscription is 9,321. Need maybe 680 subscribers, 79 more subscriber. Then we will do the another giveaway. The purple area is daily fair value gap. I guess, brother, I gave you the reply to you or not? No, I didn't give you the reply to you. It was Nishan Karki. That purple gap is the lower portion of the daily bearish fair value gap. That is the lower portion of the daily bearish fair value gap. So that whole gap is the 50% of the daily bearish fair value gap. I'm expecting a lower run now. No more higher run. I'm expecting lower run now. For me, I'm not interested to trade after 11:30, so I'm not interested. I'm not going to push the button. If I would love to take an entry, I have to wait for a 15-minute bearish fair value gap now. After a big bull run, always wait for a 15-minute bearish gap. If you find that bearish gap, okay, good to go with a sell setup. If you don't have the bearish gap, don't chase the market. This is a big bull market. So after just seeing one bear candle, don't think that it is reversing. Though we want to see reversal, but it doesn't matter until there is a 15-minute bearish gap. No sell is valid. Okay, guys, can you please make it 100 likes before 12? 40 minutes left. Can you please make it 100 likes? So far, I have got 60 likes, so I need 40 more likes. So dollar index reached until this daily last gap. Now it is falling. I don't want to see that market will close below this 50% of that bullish gap. If it doesn't reach until the 50% of this bullish gap, that is the best case of scenario, it will start to go higher again. I want to see that. Not interested to see it will fall and it will go for those liquidity. I don't want to see that. I want to see it will reverse again from here and it will work with the 50% of the daily bearish gap, because as you can see from the daily chart, it has been rejected from the low of this daily gap. So I want to see it will go higher again until the at least to the 50%. If it can go through this 50%, I mean this daily gap, then I will start to look for this gap here, that gap. Can it reach until that gap? So from here, all I'm seeing that it reached to this daily bullish parallel gap, which is from the daily chart. It reached to the daily bullish parallel gap. Can it start to go higher again? I want to see that when it will start to go higher again, this guy will start to fall again, and then finally it will fall for all of the sell side liquidity. That is all I would love to see right now. Not interested to see that it will keep going higher. Same thing here, not interested to see that it will keep falling. It fall until this area, perfect, no worries. Now it will go higher again to take that liquidity here, some liquidity there, and then until the 50% of that area. Yeah, Parag, it's a good journey, brother. I hope so. I think it's a good journey, brother. Overtrade, you have to stop, brother. Could you check if we are at the daily bearish order block with what do you think about it? Let me check. If you ask me here, instead of this, I mean, this is the daily order block. These two candle is the daily order block. So let me actually mark the line here. This is that daily order block. Okay, here that is the daily order block. If you ask me, then I'm not interested about this order block. More interested about this two down close candle. So this whole area is my breaker block area. So I'm more interested to see this breaker block, how it is going to stop the price and send it lower again. Best case of scenario, it's not going to break the 50% of that breaker block. That is the best case of scenario. Instead of this breaker block, again I'm saying this daily bearish parallel gap, don't want to see anybody close above the 50% of that daily bearish parallel gap. If it failed to reach until the 50% of this daily bearish parallel gap, that is the best case of scenario. It will fall. It will start to fall. That is the best case of scenario. But absolutely, it can reach until the 50%, or maybe it will go little higher of that 50%. But body has to close around this area, around that area or below that area. In that type of situation, maybe it will trade that order block or to the top. I mean, high of that breaker block. So this is the all area I'm observing to see if market can reverse. So exactly this area. So this is my intention to see. This is the area where market can work right now. It can't go above that area. Best case of scenario, the 50% of this area market is going to leave. This is the best case of scenario, and then market will start to fall again. Okay. So if I just remove this line from the chart, and as you can see, this that green area is actually this area from the breaker block. Actually, not from there. Yeah, just keep it from the gap to here, so this area. And let me actually change the color. Let me make it like this. Okay, let me pin it. Yeah, so I want to say this area is the last area market can trade, and then market will fall. Now I'm not saying that today market is going to fall 100%. It's not going to happen. It's gonna start to consolidate very soon, I hope so, and not going to provide any kind of entries or something like that. And yeah, that's all, brother. Okay, need a psychological suggestion. I heard from your struggle, the loss. I have also lost huge in crypto forex market on 5K now. Actually, I have nothing. So when I buy a new prop from, upfront my account, it always hurts me to recover my asset. If you think like recovering, you will never be able to do that. You have lost, it's already lost. If you think about to recover your loss, you will never be able to win from this market. I promise you, I challenge you, brother. Never ever. You will never ever be able to be profitable from this market. So what you have to do, you have to forget about your loss, and then you have to start from very new, as in very new. Okay, I mean, not something like I have to mitigate that loss. No, not like that way. The loss is loss already. That's your expense. That's your expense for learning the market. Forget about that. That's a good thing, Katie. Most of us, what do we do right now? Some of us, okay, some of us, not most of us. Some of us are still looking for an entry opportunity. They will never be able to profitable. Never ever. I promise you. I can challenge you, brother. If he is an ICT trader, I'm not saying that they're retail trader or anything else. If they're retail trader, that is their fact. But whoever is trying to take an entry right now, they will never be able to trade or be profitable because they don't care about the time. They only care about the price. But price is valueless or useless without the time. Now is the lunch hour for me from 11:30, but for you maybe it's from 12. I don't know. But for me from 11:30 to until 12:50, it's the lunch hour. In that hour, I don't care about this price. I don't like to watch this market. Whatever it is doing, I will let him do so that I can take my decision in the PM session by watching the lunch hour. Whatever happened lunch hour, what happened in lunch hour. I will see that, then I will take my decision in the PM session. But more lunch hour, no, I'm not interested to look for any kind of entry. There can be thousands entry opportunity. I'm not interested at all about them. If I go for the trade, I'll go for the paper trade. Never ever my real money. I don't want to add them here around the most unpredictable session. I don't want to use them in that area. Tell me why the first bearish Fable gap is not mitigated. What do you mean by first bearish gap didn't mitigate it? If you ask me like that way, brother, I really don't know what you are asking actually. Yeah, absolutely. London AM and PM. That's all I have to trade. I mean, I don't need to trade any other level, any other area. London AM, PM. I'm done. Rest of the day, I'll just close my trade. I mean, sorry, close my chart. The way I'm going to close it after 4 minutes. Just remember, my intention is market is not going outside of this range, this line, okay, from this to this, from the daily chart. From 1 minute chart, it can reach maximum until the top of this gap. This gap. I don't know. You can see this gap. This is the high of this gap. This is the low of that area. So until the high of this area, market can reach from the 1 minute chart. Then it will reverse. I prefer that market will work inside this range. Rest of the day, it will be consolidation, not like move higher, move lower. I don't want to see it is going to happen. If I go to the weekly chart, this is my weekly weekly chart, and as you can see, this is that weekly candle. If you mark high to the low and add 30%, Just I will keep it 30%, 0.3, and make it a blue line, and let me mark a line over there. Delete, make it much. Okay, see this line, I want to see that market will fall for that line and it will close around this area, something like that. I want to see like this way. I don't want to see it will keep going higher. I want to see it will fall and close around this area. Not saying that it is going to close below this line or maybe little above that line, but I want to see it will close around this area. All of this area, market will close around this area. That's I want to see. If it keep going higher, that is the highest line market can reach until that line. Why I mark that on? Depending on that TGIF. If it has delivered the TGIF by today, Monday is gonna be expansion again. If it doesn't complete the TGIF, then Monday will make the TGIF. That means wherever it will close here, wherever it will close, Monday market will fall for that line to make or complete the TGIF. At least for that line, then we'll see some other line as well. If and only if market close above that blue line, which is above the daily bearish fair value gap, I will do nothing until the daily bearish fair value gap is broken. If the daily fair value gap is broken here, I'll look for that all-time high and those buy side liquidity which is left over here. As you can see here, this buy side liquidity and that buy side liquidity, I'll look for that those buy side liquidity and all-time high. If market doesn't close above the daily daily bearish fair value gap 50%, which is around this area. Okay, don't forget this is the daily fair value gap last area. If it doesn't close above that area, then I will expect that market will fall and it will take those sell side liquidities by next week. That is my first intention to see, to think that this market is going to fall again. It has done its higher run. I'm not interested to see that it will keep going higher. Okay, and how many likes did I get? 75. I thought that it will be 100 likes before closing the stream, but it's okay. 75 is still good. I had to give away session ended. Yeah, Rakesh, the giveaway has ended. I have already got 4 winner. The next giveaway will be around 10k. So now I have like 9,322k. You can see on the right here, and because it's the color is white, so it's little difficult to see. But yeah, 9322. When it will be 10k, I will do another giveaway. Let's 1 minute basic factor. There is no value of that 1 minute gap. As I told you, if I want to look for a sell, I have to wait for a 15-minute bearish gap. If there is no 15-minute bearish gap, no sell is valid for me. We are at all 10k already, bro. I would love to touch that 10k. I'm not interested to 9k plus. I'm interested to 10k plus. So 10,001 subscriber. Can go if you want to be below bearish fair value gap, see on 50-minute chart or daily chart. Can you confirm if you want it to be below bearish fair value gap? 15-minute chart, from the 15-minute chart, I want to see that market will reach in this gap. Before falling, it can reach to this gap. But from my higher time frame, if from 15-minute chart, this is the area I'm interested. From 15-minute chart. And from the daily chart, all of this area I'm interested. From the hourly chart, if I go to the hourly chart, I don't want to see that market will work with the 50% of that gap, which is the last gap. I don't want to see that market will even reach until the best case of scenario, market will never reach for this gap. That is the best case of scenario. But if it go little higher, don't want to see the 50% of this gap will be traded. Because if it is going to trade, then market has more possibility to go for the all-time high and those buy side liquidity. I really don't want to see that. Don't rush, wait for the test of 10k and observe. Okay, I will see, brother Rakesh. I'm going to watch my team's football game. So see you, brother. I'm also going to close the chat now. You will be here on the M session. Thanks for everything. By the way, you're the best. Thanks for that compliment, Dogukan. If it closed the January above 10K, then go long with stop loss below target profit 1 million. That's awesome. It deserves 100K. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Outlander. Outlander, as I told brother, I have to. I don't know. I will be able to earn the PM session or not. I really wanted to finish this by this week with you, but because of this driving class, I'm little sorry. Okay, I mean, I don't know what to say. But yep, I'm sorry, okay, brother. I hope that you will understand my situation. No worries, it's okay. I'm super tired also. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, you are tired. That's why I'm not doing the session. Okay, so it's not my fault. The blame goes to Outlander. Been 3 hours sleep. All. Oh man, please go and sleep now. And on the PM session, I believe that after the big move, it will do consolidation. So I believe that the PM session will be consolidated. And today is the last day of the week. So either way, it's gonna be the mental capital preservation day. So either way, we should not trade on that area. Okay, stop trading this month and go to vacation now. My this is going to increase price, so give me a suitable day to buy. Don't forget to use the code T2 Wizard, Katie Khan. Okay, don't forget to use that code. If you forget, then I'm gonna block you. I'm just kidding. It's okay. We do another week or 5. Yeah, sure, man. Sure, man. Sure. Does anyone use any of the named prop firm? Gerald, I didn't understand your question. If you have any kind of confusion about prop firm, to the chat room, I have pinned the Discord link over here. It's absolutely free. You get free, okay? No money you need to pay, at least for learning from this channel. Free. And I believe that you will be benefited if you are with us in our Discord. Not only because, but also because section. We always keep talking about the price action over there. Okay? And all the prop from I'm working, you will see it's actually on the bottom. There is a little the animation. It's coming right now, like 25 funded account, Bullnox, Apex, then some other prop firm as well. So you can with Nishan Karki, please go to our YouTube channel and watch pin video. Over there, I have already give you the direction how you should study, and everything is very short thing. Okay, short video. So if you come here, oh man, 50 new messages. I'm not able to read all of them now. It's nearly impossible to read all of these messages now. So whatever, if you come here and join to our Discord, I hope that you will be benefited over here in our Discord group. So please make sure that you have joined us. Okay. Yes, brother, Apex is now little costly because they don't have a perfect discount now. When the discount will be back, try to buy the Apex in that time, not now. Not now, okay? When they will have like 80-90% discount, then go for the Apex. Otherwise, please don't buy the Apex right now. I don't think so. It's a good idea to buy the Apex right now without any kind of discount. So yeah, thank you guys for being here, and yeah, we'll see you in Monday. And in between, I'll try to make the weekly analysis video so that you guys can get it. Man, please watch this this week analysis video. Okay? Please watch it. I'm not asking about the last week. last week weekly analysis. That was so perfect, absolutely perfect. Please watch this week video. I know it's little longer because that was an uh, that was me and what's I mean the Outlander. We were actually talking about the weekly analysis video, but you can check it. What is that? Weekly analysis, weekly analysis, weekly analysis. Here, this is that weekly analysis. It's a little longer, but you can just speed up and then watch it. Then connect that price action with dollar index and Nasdaq. See how beautifully it worked over there. The way we have explained, it worked exactly the same way. Everything was predicted in Monday, in Sunday. We have predicted what is going to happen this week. This one was just awesome. Okay, it was like unbelievable. But just watch this one, then you will see the fun of this game. Whatever, guys. Thank you for being over here, and yeah, see you next time. Until then, cheers, guys. And obviously, take a good care of your health. Make sure that you're not in rush. Give some time to your family, but don't forget your chart in your weekend. Try to make at least 1 hour in Saturday and Sunday to observe the last week price action, and rest, I mean, at least provide 1 more hours to do the weekly analysis for the coming week. So these two things is important. Please make sure that you have done these two things, and then rest of the time please spend it with your loved one. Don't forget me as well. Until then, cheers, guys.